Now, good morning, Northwest. We are in the grips of a dangerous heat wave. Why, where you live in Spokane could make a difference in whether you're sweltering more than others.
We will see another record broken today with triple-digit heat, but there is a break coming, and it's going to be very welcome. When it is and how big of a break, coming up.
Turmoil in the Democratic Party is top of mind at the NATO summit hosted by President Biden, while Ukraine's leader says the world, especially Vladimir Putin, is watching what America will do in November. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Wednesday, July 10th. Let's check in with Mark in our first alert forecast, and you have a warning for us.
Yeah, we want to let everyone know that the extreme heat warning continues today, and well, it starts off hot, 73 degrees, light winds, blue sky, no clouds to be seen. But looking at the 4 things you need to know, the excessive heat warning through 11 o'clock tonight. This should be our last 100-plus degree day. This would be our 3rd one. Dry, breezy afternoon today, and then 90s through the weekend. Now, we have current conditions that, again, 73 at the airport, but we have mid-60s through Liberty Lake down into Spangle all the way into Idaho. So that's a pretty nice temperature right now, but it's going to heat up quickly. We do have in that excessive heat warning the same pattern throughout Washington, but it extends south all the way through Boise, and we'll continue to see this heat move east, and we'll see more watches and warnings into parts of the northern plains. For us today, by noon, 97 degrees, and then at 1 o'clock, we're expecting 100 with triple digits all afternoon long. And again, that high today, a record-breaking 104 degrees.
Well, some people in Spokane may feel a temperature that's slightly or even significantly different from what you experience at your house.
It could be a difference of 8 to 14 degrees, but why is that? Well, it dates all the way back to when Spokane was first mapping out its neighborhoods. The heat you feel at home depends on what surrounds you. The amount of tree coverage, green spaces like parks, and the amount of concrete and asphalt on the ground all vary from one neighborhood to another. Specifically when it comes to lower socioeconomic neighborhoods. In areas with more trees and green space, it's cooler due to more shade and less heat absorption. Areas with more asphalt and concrete reflect and amplify the sun's heat, leading to higher temperatures. Gonzaga researchers say it varies by neighborhoods because of Spokane's legacy.
We have the legacy of past decisions related to who can get a home loan, called redlining, this idea of who's able to get equity in order to buy a home. The legacy of that is that we actually have these decisions that then get sort of embodied in the infrastructure of our communities.
Now, according to the research, communities like East Central experience higher temperatures and more heat-related illness when these high temps hit. Professor Hanning also says nearly 1 in 5 Spokane residents do not have air conditioning. Even higher, nearly 1 in 4 people said they could not afford to run the AC. Oregon road fire survivors just made it through a difficult winter.
Yeah, but now this extreme heat is presenting a new set of challenges. This is where Cheryl Green and her husband's 3-story home used to stand. They lost everything in the Oregon road fire last year. Now they live in their RV. With this extreme heat, Cheryl says the RV got up to 89 degrees inside yesterday. So they are doing what they can to stay cool. They've put Reflexstick on their windows to keep out the heat, and their air conditioner stays on all day.
But right now, that's about it. There's not a whole lot else you can do. We're going to try to put a tarp around the front part to prevent the sun from beating on it, because that's where the head of the bed is, and it got pretty hot.
New Hope Resource Center, an organization that's been helping Oregon road fire survivors, says it delivered AC units last week but needs more. If you'd like to help, find this story on KXLY.com.
A fire off I-90 west of Spokane is no longer growing this morning. It started late yesterday afternoon near the Salnave Road and Highway 902 interchange. Crews are mopping up what's left of the fire that burned some trees and grass. Fire chiefs called a large response because of the triple-digit temperatures. It was hot, but at least there wasn't much wind to spread the fire. Regardless, the Department of Natural Resources and local fire crews took this fire very seriously.
Because of the increased fire danger, the increased weather temperatures, we did have a very, very high response with a lot of resources responding to this fire because of the high potential this fire had to become very large.
Now, many trees in that area were already burned during the Gray Fire last August. The Department of Transportation says the westbound lane of the freeway that was closed for fire crews reopened around 10 o'clock last night.
At the NATO summit in Washington, D.C., President Biden announced a new weapons package for Ukraine. It comes as he works to reassure American allies and voters that he is up to beat former President Trump in November and lead as commander-in-chief for the next 4 years. ABC's Christiane Cordero is in D.C. with the latest.
This morning, the pendulum swing of support for President Joe Biden within the Democratic Party has the party itself divided. A growing list of congressional Democrats doubling down on President Biden's determination to continue on the campaign trail. Senator Chuck Schumer is among those backing Biden.
As I've said before, I'm with Joe.
But several Democrats in the Senate now expressing concerns, and a 7th House Democrat wants Biden to drop out. House Democrats gathered behind closed doors Tuesday to discuss the president's candidacy. People described the meeting as rough and sobering.
Are you all on the same page?
No. What do you mean you're not on the same page? You're not even in the same book.
Former President Trump, meanwhile, hit the campaign trail in Florida, his first major rally since the debate.
The radical left Democrat Party is divided in chaos and having a full-scale breakdown, all because they can't decide which of their candidates is more unfit to be president.
Biden is in a full-on blitz to rally momentum while also taking the world stage at the NATO summit in Washington, announcing a new historic aid package for Ukraine.
The United States, Germany, the Netherlands, Romania, and Italy will provide Ukraine with the equipment for 5 additional strategic air defense systems.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is also in Washington, urging world leaders to continue its support against Russia's invasion, saying he doesn't know what to expect should Trump win in November.
Americans are waiting for November in Europe, Middle East, in the Pacific. The whole world is looking to autumn, looking to November. And truly speaking, Putin awaits November 2.
The White House says President Biden will meet with Zelensky tomorrow and will hold a news conference, his first in 8 months. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Well, we have an update to the Monroe Street repaving project this morning. Traffic is still affected on Monroe between Francis and Kiernan. This morning, southbound lanes are closed between Wellesley and Garland. Traffic is down to 1 lane in either direction between Wellesley and Francis. Now, the work on Monroe is part of a pair of grind and overlay projects in the city. The estimated completion date for the projects are in August and September. But of course, we'll let you know if any of those roads reopen this morning. Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:07.
Hey, you feel special? We are breaking records. That makes us special, right?
It does.
There you go.
It so does. In 1975, they were going 102. You're crazy. Well, that was the current and is our current record.
Wow.
We're forecasting 104 today, so we're going to be a little crazier. There's a beautiful shot. Again, a little bit of that morning haze. We're going to have a full check of your hot forecast coming up.
This weekend, you can smell fresh lavender and try out all kinds of locally grown products right here in Deer Park. We're telling you all about Evening Lights Lavender Festival coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
It's taken the weight loss world by storm, but there's a warning this morning about Ozempic, what agencies around the world want you to watch out for. It's coming up right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till October, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
1 mile past the Y and Newport Highway.
I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
Lybalvi helps us push back against bipolar 1.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, feel faint, very dizzy, or confused, or have a fever, stiff muscles, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing, or falls.
Are you ready? Ask your doctor about Lybalvi. Looking for copay savings? For info, text copay to 45286.
You know, if you were cash back and you could earn on everything with just one card, Chase Freedom Unlimited. So if you're off the racking or crab cracking, you're cash backing. Cash back on flapjacks, baby backs, or tacos at the Taco Shack.
Nah, I'm working on my six-pack.
Switch to a King Suite.
Or book a silent retreat.
Silent retreat? Oh, hold up. Yeah, I can't talk right now. I'm at a silent retreat. Cash back on everything you buy with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what's yours.
The right window shade can do more than just cover a window. Imagine shades that light up to illuminate dark spaces. Shades that adjust automatically for the best lighting or privacy. Shades that improve energy efficiency for lower utility bills. All with legendary Hunter Douglas quality for style that lasts. Hunter Douglas. Shades like no other.
Save your greed!
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Opening statements are underway in Alec Baldwin's trial in New Mexico.
Baldwin faces charges of involuntary manslaughter for the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the set of the movie Rust in 2021. Since the judge ruled Baldwin's role as a producer on the film should not be considered by the jury, the trial will focus solely on Baldwin's actions as an actor in the fatal incident. Prosecutors are likely to focus on Baldwin's alleged flouting of gun safety protocols and his failure to check if the gun was loaded with a live round.
A global warning by health officials is advising you to watch out for counterfeit weight loss drugs. The fake versions of drugs like Ozempic have been found in multiple countries' supply chains. In 2023, the WHO identified at least 3 fake batches of medications falsely labeled as Ozempic in Brazil, the United Kingdom, and the U.S. Risks include everything from ineffective treatment to illness and even death. 20 states are under heat alerts today, and a few of the impacts might be surprising. Around Las Vegas, it's so hot, glass has been shattering. The heat's also affecting aircraft, reducing lift by making the air less dense and preventing a helicopter rescue in California's Death Valley. Temperatures in California are impacting how produce grows and how cows are making milk. They're making less of it.
Well, we are going to give 10 seconds to the heat. It's going to be sunny. The heat should be record-setting heat for us and for many other areas. Drink your water. Again, take those breaks. And 104, the forecasted high today.
Now, one impact of the extreme heat that's close to home, parts of Highway 195 have buckled. Take a look at this, taken just south of the Horn School Rest area near Rosalia. According to the Department of Transportation, it happened in this area because it's one of the oldest sections of concrete on the highway. Now, crews did repair it, but say you can expect the highway to be a little bumpy in that area. That's wild.
Sure is. Glad it's getting fixed, though. It's now 6:13.
Fire destroyed a longtime Sandpoint business, and investigators think someone started it intentionally. Coming up a little later on Good Morning Northwest, who police are looking for.
And you may have picked pumpkins or strawberries, but what about lavender? The Evening Light Lavender Festival returns this weekend. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez live with the details on the other side of this break.
For more than 40 years, Latah Creek Winery has celebrated the art of winemaking. Now we're unveiling a fresh look to match our timeless wines. Experience our new labels featuring innovative temperature-sensitive ink, so you'll always know when your wine is at its best.
I've always been drawn to artists like this. Yeah, me too. This used to be one of my favorites when I was younger. You're me. Yeah, after you quit the firm and follow your passion.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
Some days I don't know what's harder, herding cattle or 3 kids.
Really, Mom?
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber. Our hands are always pretty full and a little dirty, but we make it work like so many in Eastern Washington.
In D.C., Jacqueline Maycumber will work for us. A former law enforcement officer, a rancher, a conservative. She'll seal the border and won't take any bull from Biden.
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber, and I approve this ad.
You've had thyroid eye disease for a long time.
and you've lived with the damage it caused. But even after all these years, restoration is still possible. Learn how at TEDhelp.com.
It's time to seize your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. Whether you're camping out in a new RAV4 or pulling a boat with a Toyota Tundra truck, nothing says summer better than a new Toyota. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with a 1-year, 15,000-mile maintenance plan. So this summer, if you're looking for a new ride, stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota and we'll show you some more choices. I crack myself up.
Findlay Toyota's downtown. The swimsuit season has arrived, and that means extra time in the gym to look good this summer at Move Fitness. Time to get it on. From squats and lunges for the booty to curls for the girls, Move Fitness has the classes and machines to make this summer your best. And right now, you can join with no enrollment fee. Time to get it on. Move Fitness.
I was so excited to buy my first home, but I needed a lot of work done on it. I went on to Angie. Jamie was the first person to call. He's resurfaced my flooring. He's done plumbing work. He's refinished this beautiful table here.
Find top-rated certified pros in your area at Angie.com.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. I recommend Pronamel Active Shield because it actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Since 1982, it's been our family's commitment to delight wine lovers with affordable Washington State award-winning wines. Our father-daughter winemaking team deliver a unique experience with every bottle. Cheers.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by Lewis Clark Valley. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It's now 6:16. This weekend, you can stop and smell the lavender at the Evening Light Lavender Festival.
Sounds nice. Your family can explore acres of lavender fields right outside of Spokane in Deer Park. And 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live there this morning to give us a sneak peek of this festival. Allison, just a beautiful scene behind you.
Yes, it's so incredibly gorgeous out here, and there's so many different areas to explore. I'm joined with Sandra this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. Now we're talking all about your Lavender Festival, which returns this weekend. Give us a little bit of a synopsis of what people can expect.
Okay, so when you arrive, you're going to park and come on up and hopefully drop off some canned and box goods for the Union Gospel Mission. Then after that, you're going to hear the live music. You're going to see all the craft vendors and vintage artisans. We're going to have store stuff. You're going to be able to have lunch. Of course, all those lavender treats, lavender lemonade, lavender ice cream, lavender chocolate bars, lavender cookies.
Delicious.
Name it lavender, right? And lavender gifts and things like that, too. We always have an annual T-shirt every year. I'm wearing one from 2019, but we have 9 of them now. So, and you're going to be able to take lots and lots of pictures, wonderful family time.
Yes, and you can pick your own lavender, which is the coolest part in my opinion. We've got a little bit of a demo here. Can you show me what's the best way to do it? Can I take a swing at it?
Absolutely. So if you come over here, you're going to just come down onto a lavender stem. You're going to come down to see where these leaves are right here. Okay, and you're going to clip right below that.
Right below these leaves?
Yes, and then in your template, you're going to fill it as full as you can, and you pay for whatever size you pick.
So we've got 3 different sizes here, and you're just going to keep picking and then create your little bunch. Is that right?
That's right. That's
Amazing.
Right. Stuff it full.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Can you give us the price breakdown for each of these?
Sure. 10, 20, and 30.
Yeah, and your fresh, hand-picked lavender. What a nice reward.
Yes.
Well, and tell us, what do people need to know if they want to come out this weekend?
The times are going to be Saturday and Sunday, both, from 9 to 5, both days. Also, we're going to have tickets available online. We also have a festival package that's only available through Friday. So make sure you check that out at eveninglightlavender.com. And that's really it.
Yeah, and come out and smell this incredible lavender and these local farmers. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
It really is so magical up there. It's gorgeous.
So pretty and so fun to have that, and makes your house smell really good too.
Yeah, brave the heat. Give it a shot. Speaking of heat, we're in for it today. You are looking at a live shot this morning. Hazy skies, some smoke in the air from outlying fires, but
some way onto the west. We had a little bit of a fire there yesterday afternoon, so it's caught up in the atmosphere, but air quality is good. Again, just that morning haze. All right, this is our final weather alert day due to the heat, as we will fall out of what will be the excessive heat warning out of that criteria for tomorrow. So the excessive heat continues. It's the entire region today, and it'll go through tonight till 11 o'clock. Heading out this morning, you're going to find it's beautiful, very mild. Temperatures in the mid-60s, 65 Spangle, 73 out of the West Plains. Deer Park, cool, 56, but still not bad. Things look pretty nice. We will see things heat up. So here is the heat potential for today. Look at all the watches and warnings as this big dome of high pressure continues. 118 into Vegas today. It's ridiculous. And now we have the heat advisories into eastern Montana and into parts of Wyoming. So this continues to make its way into, well, the northern plains and into the central part of the country over the next couple of days. Hour by hour, we're into the mid-80s by 9 o'clock, into the mid-90s by 11, and then we hit 100 about 1 o'clock, and we're going to be into those triple digits, 104, the forecast high today, all the way till 6, 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, maybe 99 degrees. That'll be the break. But we do see a bit of a break when it comes daytime highs, following a change and a little bit of cooler air mass that's coming out of Canada, and that's going to push us down. That's going to have the winds for this afternoon and potentially for tomorrow, but those wind gusts only to 20 miles an hour for us. Again, fire danger gets into the moderate range around the region, but we do not have a red flag warning or a fire weather warning in effect for eastern Washington or North Idaho. And again, these gusty winds. Today, it's triple digits all over the place. 109 into the Tri-Cities, 112 into Lewiston. We're going to be at 104 today, but now we see that break into the mid-60s tomorrow morning, sort of like what we are now, but low 60s coming into Friday and Saturday morning, allowing homes and apartments to cool down a little bit, even more. And then we're going to see mid-60s overnight. During the day, we're going to be in the mid-90s, but those overnight temperatures will help quite a bit.
Yeah, that's nice. I went outside right as the sun was going down last night to take my dog out for a little walk, and she appreciated it for sure.
Definitely. It is now 6:22.
It's a new era for the former Coug Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks, as Klay made his formal introduction in Dallas yesterday. That's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Tesla's bluesy and soulful sound is still roaring and soaring live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 25th. Get your tickets now for one of the 80s hottest bands.
Winning is just the beginning.
A vulnerable man sent to Eastern State Hospital to get help. His family thought he would be safe.
He was brutally attacked.
Is anything being done to stop it from happening again? The Mental Hospital Murders, Thursday only on 4 News Now at 6.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till October, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
1 mile past the Y and Newport Highway.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. How may I help you today?
I'm having some problem with my air conditioner.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
Well, it's making a clangety clunk sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. Here at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we speak your language.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees.
Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, Wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zooks Dog Treats. Choose your adventure.
Tesla's bluesy and soulful sound is still roaring and soaring live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 25th. Get your tickets now for one of the 80s hottest bands.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. It's just about 6:25. Reality has set in for Warriors fans as Klay Thompson's arrival into Dallas and his official introduction into the Mavs organization.
After 13 years with Golden State, a new era for Klay starts now. The former Coug played the worst season of his career last year, and after tearing his ACL in 2019 and his Achilles in 2020, he never seemed to get back to the prime Klay Golden State fans knew and loved. Although a four-time NBA champ, it was clear Klay needed some type of reset. He believes the Dallas Mavericks can help him kickstart a comeback.
Whether you play basketball or work in the corporate world or whatever industry, sometimes change just can spur greatness, and a new change of scenery can do wonders. And I'm very grateful for my time at Golden State, but I just felt like, moving on could just re-energize me and do something special for the rest of my career.
And Klay also goes on to say Dallas was attractive because of the young roster and the style of play, adding that he thinks he's a perfect fit for this team.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:26.
Changes are on the way for 2 Spokane County grocery stores after the break, which Safeways are impacted, and the changes you could start seeing.
Plus, 50 more layoffs at the Moses Lake School District, which positions are cut, and how much more it will take to balance the massive budget shortfall. And before we go to break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, tourist backlash. This weekend in Barcelona, locals using water guns to spray visitors. Thousands in the streets taking a stand against tourism, which they say results in a higher cost of living for residents.
It's one of the most popular destinations in the world to visit, but also, look, a small compact city with a lot of locals who have a range of views on the number of folks who have been visiting.
In Greece, the city of Athens studying limits on tourist capacity because of the rapid demand. Cities like Venice and Barcelona adding fees for tourists.
And that going to fund the sort of sustainable tourism, both to limit the crowds and to be able to put in place infrastructure to make it better for everybody.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have what you need to know before you book that next trip. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Finish Ultimate, engineered for the toughest conditions. Dry burnt-on stains, old dishwashers, very hard water. Finish Ultimate with CycleSync technology helps deliver the ultimate clean.
You are bountiful. Your skeleton can support 2 times your weight. It's in your nature to stand strong. Supplement your bones with high-absorption magnesium. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
A fan at a track meet spills jelly on her shirt.
I bet Allison doesn't get jelly on her shirt.
Allison on the track.
Bet Noah Lyles doesn't get smoothie on his jersey.
Noah.
Oh, come on. Bet Carl Lewis doesn't get tomato sauce on his jacket.
Carl.
Dang it.
He spills chocolate sauce on his shirt.
Stains happen to the best of us. When they do, Tide's got you covered.
Pasta in Paris?
When in Rome,
Noah shrugs.
it's got to be Tide. America's #1 detergent.
P&G.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
Looks like you need some kind of quick payment to settle this whole mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to those one call, that's all guys.
We want to make sure you're actually taken care of after an accident like this.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
We will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free. Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable
for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Do you want to close out?
Should I? Normally I'd hold, but taking the gains is smart here, right?
Feel more confident with stock ratings from JP Morgan analysts in the Chase app. When you've got a decision to make, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, July 10th. Welcome to it. Let's kick off things with Mark Peterson here for a look at our forecast as we head into another hot day, Mark.
We have had a long run of weather alert days because of the excessive heat and the excessive heat warning that's in effect through tonight. And that, too, takes in our weather alert days through today. It's the entire region. That excessive heat has really impacted a lot of people's lives. We want everyone to continue to be careful. That excessive heat warning goes till 11 o'clock tonight. This should be our last 100-plus degree day for this current heat wave, by the way. Dry, breezy afternoon, and then 90s in through the weekend. So heat warning is throughout the Central Basin all the way into parts of Idaho and continues to grow to the south past Boise. But the heat advisory continues to move east as this heat continues to move. We're going to see temperatures that are really going to be pretty hot today, but we're starting off into the West Plains, 73 degrees. Elsewhere, we have temperatures into the mid-60s along the I-90 corridor all the way into Idaho. Post Falls, you're at 67 degrees. Cheney at 62. But look at Deer Park, 56 degrees. That's nice. Now, we'll have temperatures warming up quickly. By 1 o'clock, we're going to be at 100 degrees, and we're going to see those triple digits, that 104 record-setting temperature. Yeah, that's going to be happening about 4 or 5 o'clock.
And extreme heat has not only arrived on our doorsteps, it's gripping much of the nation.
Parts of the country have never seen heat like this before. ABC's Lionel Moise reports the toll it's taking.
This morning, oppressive heat is spreading to more of the nation, breaking records and turning deadly. At least 6 heat-related deaths are now reported in Oregon, where temperatures topped 100 for 4 straight days.
We're hyper-focusing our efforts on our seniors in our community, our neighbors and friends and family members who have no AC in their apartment.
Farther south, 3 hikers have died in the Grand Canyon in recent days, and a biker died in Death Valley where it hit 128 degrees.
It's worse than an oven. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like an oven. It's like walking in the oven. Or you open the oven after 350.
More than 150 million Americans are on alert for extreme heat today from California to Montana. Fresno is bracing for its 7th consecutive day of temperatures hitting 105 or higher. But it's not just the West. Philadelphia and D.C. could experience feel-like temperatures of 110 today.
Having a number gets people focused on, wow, this invisible silent thing is really costing us money.
And now a dollar amount on the cost of these sweltering temperatures. Extreme heat events are blamed for $7.7 billion in losses over the last decade, according to a new report from the California Department of Insurance. And that's just one state.
Heat affects the human body, our health, it slows us down. Metro systems close down, so people aren't getting to work.
And there's no end in sight. This map shows the blistering heat stretching well into next week for much of the country. But it hasn't stopped tourists from flocking to Death Valley, taking photos with a digital thermometer.
I don't know how anything can survive out here.
A brutal heat wave in the Pacific Northwest a few years ago was blamed for 600 deaths. A reminder that heat is the deadliest form of extreme weather. And today, temperatures could shatter records from Las Vegas at 118 to Boise, Idaho at 109. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
The Moses Lake School District says it's laying off 55 classified employees like custodians, secretaries, and paraeducators as it continues to deal with more than the $20 million budget deficit. Now, the school district has already laid off more than 200 people and says it still needs to make another $3.6 million worth of cuts. The final budget must be approved by the Moses Lake School Board in August. The biggest contributor to the shortfall was an $11 million accounting error. Now, other factors included a failed levy and less funding from the state.
Safeway will sell 2 of its stores in Spokane County as part of a merger between Albertsons and Kroger. The 2 up for sale are the Safeways on 29th Avenue on the South Hill and in Spokane Valley on Sprague. 579 stores between Albertsons and Kroger are up for sale across the country in the proposed merger. If that's approved, they would be sold to C&S Wholesale Grocers, which says it would keep the stores open and operating, but maybe under different branding. The merger is almost 2 years in planning. Several challenges from state and federal regulators are holding up the deal. You can see the full list of stores being sold on KXLY.com.
A man already spending the next 65 years in prison for shooting a Spokane police officer pleaded guilty to federal drug charges. Ray Waynecoop was sentenced earlier this year for shooting a Spokane police officer 2 years ago. In that case, Waynecoop and an accomplice committed multiple drive-by shootings and bragged about trying to kill police. The officer that was shot has since recovered, and just the year before that, officers found thousands of fentanyl pills in Waynecoop's car. He will be sentenced on the drug charges on September 25th.
In North Idaho news, investigators suspect arson in the fire that burned down the Army Surplus One store in Sandpoint and are offering a $5,000 reward for information. Sandpoint police say the person in this surveillance footage from around 10 o'clock the night of the 4th of July can be seen walking in the alley next to the store. Then a fire ignites on the wall and the person walks away. Sandpoint police asked all businesses and people in the area to review their surveillance footage to help identify the person seen there.
Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:36.
And we are under a heat alert again today, but then we start cooling down, but not enough that we're really out of danger, though.
Not enough that we don't take early morning walks, that we're not continuing to hydrate and make sure we're walking out, watching out for the kids. And of course, we're not taking the pups in the car. And of course, checking on our elderly because, again, susceptible to heat. We're going to have more on this heat, and when we'll finally see that break, it's coming up.
And still to come, Spokane's only inpatient psychiatric health care facility for children is shutting down. The reason behind that and where parents and patients should now look for the care they need.
Plus, would you try meat that was grown in a lab? A new creation scientists in South Korea say is just like the real thing. We'll tell you about it next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. I want that. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Give me some more. Adventure big in a Ford Bronco. Bring it all with the capability of Ford F-150 and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. Or go hands-free on the highway with Ford Blue Cruise. Available on select vehicles, including Explorer. I want that. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event. So make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
I'll be honest. By the end of the day, my floors, yeesh. But who has the time to clean? That's why I love my Swiffer WetJet. It's a quick and easy way to get my floors clean. WetJet absorbs and locks grime deep inside. Look at that. Swiffer WetJet.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Emma? My name's Emma, too. Are you?
Yeah. You. In a few years.
How?
You went back to school. Finished your degree.
Continue your education online or in person. Now accepting applications. Face your future with Whitworth University. Adult education programs.
Frozen is Disney's latest hit Broadway musical. From the producer of The Lion King comes the show audiences and critics are melting for.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Welcome back. The time is now 6:39. You can expect some changes to Spokane's healthcare system. Providence announced it will close Spokane's only inpatient psychiatric healthcare facility for children. The inpatient center at Sacred Heart treats children between the ages of 12 and 17 who are diagnosed with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and other health issues that require inpatient hospitalization. The center is scheduled to close September 7th. Providence says that closure will impact around 50 caregivers. Children in need of inpatient psychiatric care might have to travel to Kootenai County to get the care, or as far as Seattle. The other option is to seek outpatient care instead. Providence says it's made investments in those outpatient mental health programs like BEST and RISE to offer treatment for the impacted age group. Meanwhile, there is a new multi-care facility in Northwest Spokane. The Rockwood Clinic is now open near the Indian Trail Safeway. The manager says this facility will help fill the primary care gap in the area.
This community is about 50 providers short to be able to properly serve all the community of Spokane. So this is one step in that direction.
In addition to primary care, the almost 6,000 square foot facility will also soon offer behavioral health services. We'll take a look at this new COVID-19 and flu vending machine at the Northeast Community Center. You can get free COVID-19 tests and tests for the flu there. The Spokane Regional Health District says it will also soon carry some Narcan and other healthcare tools.
In our 10-second takeaway on this Wednesday morning, it's going to be a sunny, record hot day with 104 expected. Again, we're making sure that we're hydrated, that we're taking those breaks, and that we're seeking shade when we can.
Higher temperatures around the world are setting the scene for mosquitoes to thrive and spread disease. The CDC is warning of the dengue virus increasing rapidly in the Americas this year. While relatively rare in the continental U.S., Puerto Rico has had nearly 1,500 cases so far this year, with more than half of them among U.S. travelers. Most people have mild symptoms and recover from the illness, but others can show warning signs of a more severe infection, like persistent vomiting, bleeding from the gums or mouth, and difficulty breathing. You can protect yourself from mosquito bites using EPA-approved repellents and wearing loose-fitting clothing that covers the arms and legs outdoors. Around the Northwest, Fish and Wildlife officials plan to kill 500,000 invasive barred owls in the Pacific Northwest. It's a bid to save the vulnerable spotted owl species, whose population has rapidly decreased because of competition and habitat loss. The killings would take place over 3 decades. 135 wildlife groups have already signed a letter opposing that. The agency will make a final decision on the plan in 30 days. Well, take a look at this. The pink-colored disc on your screen is lab-grown meat that researchers in South Korea say tastes and smells like the real thing. The meatless meat is developed by cultivating animal cells in a lab where they can multiply. In a study published in the journal Nature Communications, the researchers say the cultured meat can generate the flavor of grilled beef as it is cooked or grilled.
I just have a lot of questions, and maybe someone else can try it first and then let me know.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it at all. It's now 6:42.
Feeling stressed? Well, lavender is known to help with relaxation, and this weekend you can become one with the lavender. Alison Martinez is live from Deer Park.
This weekend, you can pick your very own lavender at the Evening Light Lavender Festival. We're telling you all about it coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
A vulnerable man sent to Eastern State Hospital to get help. His family thought he would be safe.
He was brutally attacked.
Is anything being done to stop it from happening again? The Mental Hospital Murders, Thursday only on 4 News Now at 6.
The right window shade can do more than just cover a window. Imagine shades that light up to illuminate dark spaces. Shades that adjust automatically for the best lighting or privacy. Shades that improve energy efficiency for lower utility bills. All with legendary Hunter Douglas quality for style that lasts. Hunter Douglas. Shades like no other.
What's the weather for your summer plans? 4 News Now First Alert weather means you're first to know. First Alert sent straight to your phone. Live radar pinpointing the storms near you. Weather for the next week or next hour. Be the first to know with 4 News Now First Alert weather.
Some days I don't know what's harder, herding cattle or 3 kids.
Really, Mom?
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber. Our hands are always pretty full and a little dirty, but we make it work like so many in Eastern Washington.
In D.C., Jacqueline Maycumber will work for us. A former law enforcement officer, a rancher, a conservative. She'll seal the border and won't take any bull from Biden.
I'm Jacqueline Maycumber, and I approve this ad.
Elevate your summer with cashback checking and savings accounts from Canopy Credit Union with an incredible 6.17 annual percentage yield on your first $25,000 in your checking account and a generous 4.07 annual percentage yield on your first $50,000 in your savings. You can potentially earn over $3,500 a year. Level up your finances this summer. Canopy Credit Union. Here, you grow. Limits and conditions apply.
Shopping for quality tires but afraid you're paying too much?
You'll find you can trust Perfection Tire for the best deals on Cooper tires and other top quality brands.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. It is 6:45. This weekend, you can take in the aroma of fresh lavender, not from a bottle, but from a field. The Evening Light Lavender Festival is back.
Your family can explore blooming lavender fields right outside of Spokane. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live in Deer Park telling us all about this event. And you are really in a heavenly place.
I am. This is my happy place. I truly think I found my happy place. We're here at Evening Light Lavender Farm, and we're talking about their Lavender Festival coming up this weekend. Now, you've got some lavender that we freshly picked in your hand.
Yes.
Tell us, you've got so many different varieties here. Is that right?
Well, we do. There's about approximately 247 known varieties of lavender, but we have about 48 of those on property.
So cool. We walked through. There was some pink, some blue toned. You've got everything.
Yep, little lilac and white and different shades of pink, different shades of purple. So each field is a different color of lavender and different variety.
Very cool. And you have in your hand here, this is the dried lavender, is that right?
Yeah, so if you take this and you hang it this way to dry it at home, then you can save it and preserve it, or you can just put it fresh in a vase like you would any other flowers.
Or you can put it into some fresh lemonade, is that right?
If you use the right varieties, yes.
So you have some very cool fresh lavender products here too. Tell us about those.
We have lavender lemonade, lavender ice cream, lavender tea, lavender chocolate bars, lavender cookies, lavender, you name it.
And such great gifts, really, if you're looking for something special to get someone. I can't imagine.
So, and we have all kinds of gift items in the store too.
Yeah. What if you had to nail down one of your favorite parts about this festival, what would it be?
Watching people in the lavender do the pick in the lavender field and just having a good time, taking pictures, enjoying their family.
Yes.
You know, I've seen couples be really romantic in the fields, and I like it.
Yeah, a great photo op for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yeah. What do people need to know if they want to come out and support this weekend?
The festival is Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 5, and we're doing a give back to UGM so bring your canned and boxed foods for them. Buy your tickets online ahead of time. You can get a special festival package. If not, just pay for it at the admissions when you arrive.
Yeah, perfect. And such a great time to support too. You know, a cold snap earlier left a lot of local farmers in a difficult position, but luckily you've got a very abundant lavender crop here. So
we do now,
definitely come out and support. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
It's been so fun all morning seeing all the things they got up there.
Yeah, it really is worth a little bit of a drive. It's so great. All right, this is what we are dealing with. This is a live look over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and into downtown. And yeah, it's hazy and it is hot.
Yeah, temperatures into the mid-70s in the West Plains. Get downtown, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, but it's going to heat up quick. All right, so the heat alerts are all up and down the West Coast, moving into the Central Rockies through Utah and into parts of Colorado. Of course, we see that into Idaho and Montana as this heat continues to move. Now, red flag warnings or the fire weather warning stop short of Britsville. We see that all the way through the Tri-Cities. So again, burn bans across the state, but again, higher attention being paid to some of those industries that could create sparks in that area. So when it comes to fire, we need the heat. We got it. Dry conditions, we're there. But we don't have the winds in eastern Washington and North Idaho as yet. Now, while we're going to see some gusty winds, gusts to 20 miles an hour, and 104 degrees, a record-setting day today, we should probably not meet the criteria of that, but caution advised, not only as you're working in around the grasses and such, but also for your body and those around you, making sure you're paying close attention. Tonight, temperatures into the mid-60s, winds to 15 miles an hour, opening up those windows. That's really going to help get things cooled down. We're going to see cooler temperatures at night, but today it's going to be a scorcher. 104 for us, 101 into Colville, 112 into Lewiston, Tri-Cities 109. So as you're moving about, you'll feel a little bit of change as we get in through the mid-90s all the way into the middle of the next week. Overnight lows are going to be in the low 60s, and that is going to be great. Hey, we got a great morning sprint coming your way in just a couple of minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Did you know you can shop for new furniture at Consign Furniture online? Shop our large inventory of new and consigned furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and outdoor furniture. All the top brands right at your fingertips.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
Because my coworkers and I stood united with our union, UFCW 3000.
We just negotiated a record-setting contract for the essential grocery store workers at Albertsons, Fred Meyer, and Safeway.
We are able to secure funding for workforce development and training and pension contribution increases.
If you'd like a strong union at your workplace, contact us here.
Now at Northern Quest, Thursdays are almost Fridays. So clock out any Thursday and let nothing stand in the way of your early weekend. Enjoy $4 mixed drinks from Brown Family Spirits, 4 for $4 wings at Easton Epic, $4 mini nachos at Qdoba, and a $4 burger at Fat Burger. Plus, free bonus reward play just for showing up. Almost Fridays, every Thursday at Northern Quest. Details at northernquest.com.
Did you know you can shop for new furniture at Consign Furniture online? Shop our large inventory of new and consigned furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and outdoor furniture. All the top brands right at your fingertips.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Time right now is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
We have another update on the repaving project on Monroe this morning.
And Mark has another look at a potential record high temperature today.
But first, a fire off I-90 west of Spokane is no longer growing this morning. It started late yesterday afternoon near the Salnave Road and Highway 902 interchange. Crews are mopping up what's left of the fire that burned trees and grass. Now, fire chiefs called a large fire response because of our triple-digit temps. The Department of Natural Resources and local fire crews took this one very seriously.
Because of the increased fire danger, the increased weather temperatures, we did have a very, very high response with a lot of resources responding to this fire because of the high potential this fire had to become very large.
Many trees in the area were already burned during the Gray Fire last August. All roads in the area have reopened. And breaking news this morning, we've just learned a man died in a fire early this morning. He was in a camper in front of a home on North Bemis, which caught fire.
The fire did not spread to the house. Investigators are still working to figure out some details. We have a crew on our way, and we'll bring you more updates throughout the morning.
At the NATO summit in D.C., President Biden announced a new weapons package for Ukraine. It comes as he works to reassure American allies and voters that he is up to beat former President Trump in November and lead as commander-in-chief for the next 4 years. Coming up next on Good Morning America, the latest on that.
As we look at our first alert weather, and of course we have a weather alert day today because of the heat. Already warm, 71 in downtown. Temperatures nearing 70 into North Idaho. 56 though still in Deer Park. Still looks pretty good. 104 our forecast high. That will bust a record set back in 1975 of 102. Getting there, yeah, we're going to have temperatures in the triple digits all afternoon long. So please pay attention to your body and pay attention to those people around you. Make sure they're drinking plenty of water.
A global warning by health officials is advising you to watch out for counterfeit weight loss drugs. The fake versions of drugs like Ozempic have been found in multiple countries' supply chains. In 2023, the WHO identified at least 3 fake batches of medications falsely labeled as Ozempic in the United States, Brazil, and the UK. Risks include everything from ineffective treatment to illness and even death.
A man already spending the next 65 years in prison for shooting at a Spokane police officer pleaded guilty to federal drug charges. Ray Waynecoop was sentenced earlier this year for shooting a Spokane police officer 2 years ago. In that case, Waynecoop and an accomplice committed multiple drive-by shootings and bragged about trying to kill police. The officer shot has since recovered, and just the year before that, officers found thousands of fentanyl pills in Waynecoop's car. He will be sentenced on the drug charges September 25th.
Investigators suspect arson in the fire that burned down the Army Surplus One store in Sandpoint. They're offering a $5,000 reward for information. Sandpoint police say the person in this surveillance footage from around 10 o'clock the night of July 4th can be seen walking in the alley next to the store. Then a fire ignites on the wall. The person walks away. Sandpoint police asked all businesses and people in the area to review their surveillance footage to help identify the person seen here.
The Moses Lake School District says it's laying off 55 classified employees like custodians, secretaries, and paraeducators as it continues to deal with its more than $20 million budget deficit. The school district has already laid off more than 200 people and says it still needs to make another $3.6 million worth of cuts. The final budget must be approved by the Moses Lake School Board in August.
Safeway will sell 2 of its stores in Spokane County as part of the merger between Albertsons and Kroger. The 2 up for sale are the Safeways on 29th Avenue on the South Hill and in Spokane Valley on Sprague. 579 stores between Albertsons and Kroger are up for sale across the country in the proposed merger. If it's approved, they would be sold to C&S Wholesale Grocers, which says it would keep those stores open and operating, but maybe under different branding. You can see the full list of stores being sold on KXLY.com.
We have an update to the Monroe Street repaving project this morning. Traffic is still affected on Monroe between Francis and Kiernan. This morning, southbound lanes are closed between Wellesley and Garland. Traffic is down to 1 lane in either direction between Wellesley and Francis. The work on Monroe is part of a pair of grind and overlay projects in the city. The estimated completion dates for these projects are in August and September, and of course, we'll let you know as soon as anything changes. Mark will have a final check of the scorching hot temperatures we're going to be seeing today. That's coming up in weather right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for street ballers. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Swiffer Power Mop.
An all-in-one cleaning tool with a 360-degree swivel head that goes places a regular mop just can't. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
So we have a clear sky and we have a warm start to the day with temperatures into the low 70s throughout many areas, including downtown. When we look at our forecast for the day, I mean, 104 degrees, that is going to be a record setter. 102 is the current record. That was set back in 1975. It's been a while. So we're going to see this being the final triple-digit day in this run during this heat wave, but we're still going to be hot. We're going to have temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. Overnight lows are going to be the cool thing as we're going to get in the low 60s. So those fans are going to do a little more work in the early morning hours than they're doing right now.
Well, stay cool if you're heading outside or even inside today.
Oh, no kidding. Hey, have a great morning. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts now.